go out and vote. This will change things. Voting matters. It'll make a big difference. We got to get more Democrats in office. And then Joe Biden.
And the idea that instead of standing there and teaching a cop when there's an unarmed person coming at him with a knife or something, shoot him in the leg instead of in the heart, is a very different thing. There's a lot of different things that can change.
So, Joe Biden's completely unhinged response is when an unarmed protester, peaceful protester, instead of the cops shooting them in the heart, shoot them in the leg. So Trump is out there, saying shoot looters, get the military in the streets, using the Insurrection Act to combat this peaceful uprising, this largely peaceful rebellion, and the parts that have gotten violent, property destruction, doesn't warrant any type of police brutality, obviously. And Joe Biden's response, the presumptive Democratic nominee for president, cops, unarmed protesters, cops, when you're dealing with them, don't aim for the heart, shoot them in the leg instead. Joe Biden 2020. This is why people are in the streets right now. They're fed up. They're seeing that electoral politics isn't working. That's why, again, people are in the streets. They're fed up. They're pissed off. 40 plus million people are unemployed, disproportionately, obviously, low income folks, communities of color, marginalized people, and obviously communities of color have been brutally oppressed since the United States was founded. Again, the United States was founded on the genocide of the Native American people and the enslavement of African Americans. The currents of racism and white supremacy, unfortunately, are still very present within the United States, and electing more Democrats to power, either on the state, local, or national level, is not going to fix things. We can just look at what's happening in so-called liberal and progressive Seattle right now to show that having a Democrat as a mayor isn't going to get rid of police brutality. We need systemic reforms at every level, and just having somebody in office with a D next to their name isn't going to work. We're seeing that in Seattle. We're seeing that in Los Angeles, in Oakland. We're seeing that in New York. We're seeing that in Minneapolis, these so-called progressive liberal cities with Democrats as mayors. The police there are brutally repressing the protesters just as much as happening in so-called Republican states. So an example of that I will show you. This was in Seattle earlier today, I believe. Let's check it out. Protesters behind the barricade, not a threat to the police at all. Just chanting. And then watch what they do. Boom, just indiscriminately just spraying people with fucking tear gas. Look at that. This is fucking brutal, dude. In liberal Seattle. Police chief making excuses, and then the flashbang grenades. Really? And no wonder why people are protesting peacefully, and then this is how they get treated by the police. Why would the protesters not turn to property destruction at that point? I mean, they're getting maced, they're getting shot with tear gas, they're getting shot with rubber bullets for peacefully protesting. Why not start to fuck shit up, honestly? They're gonna get treated like this anyways. Look. So disgusting. Oh, that is in, Capitol Hill neighborhood of Seattle. I kind of know where that park is. Like, Jesus Christ, dude. So disgusting. So troubling. Again, liberal Seattle, Mayor Jenny Durkin has been making excuses for all of these numerous, basically innumerable amounts of police brutality that have been perpetrated against these peaceful protesters by police. I saw an article in the Stranger, local Seattle paper, 12,000 complaints were logged over the weekend against police. 12,000 in liberal Seattle with the Democratic mayor. Electing more Democrats is not going to fix this problem. Let's see what else we have from Seattle just to... Then, the police doing their propaganda. Incident commander at demonstration on Capitol Hill is declaring the incident a riot. Crowd has thrown rocks, bottles, and fireworks at officers and attempting to breach barricades. Yeah, what do you think they're going to happen when you just indiscriminately start spraying people with tear gas, start using the flashbang grenades? I mean, Jesus Christ. Again, the police have been the aggressors. They have been the ones escalating things, not the protesters. Look at this. The protests before and after the police incited violence. That's what it looked like before. And after, which is, I believe, the video that we had just watched. I mean, Jesus Christ. And then look. Hands up. Don't shoot. What do the cops do? They shoot anyways. In liberal progressive Seattle with the Democratic mayor, not making a difference at all. This is at 10th and Pike. Be warned, everyone, and stay safe. Got unlimited amounts of money for our huge bloated police and military budgets, but we can't get universal health care. We can't get a Green New Deal. Can't get tuition-free college. I like that. Look at this. Learning from SPD tactics, forming their own bi-qual at the rear of the group. Love it. It's a riot. They threw rocks. Actual fucking footage of the moment they deployed the tear gas. Cop grabs someone's umbrella. Owner tries to yank it back. Cop pulls out baton. People start yelling. Cops deploy gas. Exactly. All right, let's watch this little video here. Let's expand it.
Bring this down. Let's or something.
So just holding their umbrella. Cop tries to take it. Their person tries to take it back.
There's the spray. There's the spray. There's the spray.
And then boom. Then it all starts. What is?
They're losing control. State police are trying to open the barricade. They're putting the pepper spray in the air.
Look at that, dude.
Share this stream. Tag and share this stream.
Look at this, dude. I mean,
let's bring this down.
Again, the cops are lying and saying it was the protesters who incited a riot. The riot was started by the police, as it basically has throughout this freaking entire process, honestly. Okay, what's that? Let's go back. What else? That looks like probably the same. Capitol Hill. Jesus. Look at this, dude. It's disgusting. Armored vehicles going through downtowns, going through Seattle. And again, all of this technology has been given to police departments to terrorize their own citizens, these internal colonies. Police still, everyone kneeling at Seattle protests, police still firing tear gas and rubber bullets in liberal progressive Seattle. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, this looks like a different, this isn't Capitol Hill, this is somewhere else. There's chanting, I can't breathe. All they're doing, peacefully chanting. banging on that plywood. Hands up, peace signs. I guess the police, yeah, over here. Over there. Uh-oh, nobody has any weapons, nobody's threatening the police in any type of way, like Pike Street and Pine, yeah, so downtown Seattle. Uh-oh, what's going on? Oh, flash tear gas. Look at this, dude. Jesus Christ. In liberal progressive Seattle, the mayor's complicit in this, letting it happen. Fucking cop's gonna cop, man. Our imperialist foreign policy has really come home to roost. Heavily militarized police terrorizing the internal colonies. So sick and disgusting to see this. If these cops had any type of moral compass, they would be on the side with the protesters. They'd be putting down their weapons right now. Again, liberal, progressive Seattle, we just watched. Yep, it's disgusting. Had to evacuate. We live in a police state. Protesters trying to drop their weapons again. If they had any type of solidarity or ethical moral compass, that's what the police would be doing right now. That's what the National Guard would be doing. That's what the military who's been deployed under Trump would be doing. And then, yeah, May 30th, more peaceful protesters getting just fucking maced right in the face. Liberal Seattle. Let's take a look and then we'll end the video. I think I've proven my point. Look at that, dude. What the fuck? That shit is a chemical weapon, illegal in warfare, and it's being deployed on civilians in the United States by police indiscriminately to peaceful protesters in liberal progressive Seattle. I mean, again, just electing more Democrats, especially shitty, racist, segregationist ones like Joe Biden, is not going to fix the problem. We have a so-called Democratic mayor in Seattle allowing this to happen, giving cover to the police, saying it's all these white outside agitators are coming to tear shit up, and so the police are having to act this way. Same thing in LA, same thing in New York, same thing in Minneapolis, same thing with all these cities and municipalities all across the U.S. Hugely, hugely disgusting. We need to defund the police. We need to abolish ICE. We need to demilitarize them. We need to stop giving them military-grade weapons and technology, because we have seen, I've seen numerous studies recently that have shown the further militarization of the police results in further death and destruction and brutality to these communities where those weapons and technologies are being deployed. Biden obviously isn't calling for that. Mayor Jenny Durkin, mayor of Seattle, isn't. De Blasio, mayor of New York. Mayor Garcetti, LA, same thing, not calling for that. Totally in the bag for these just brutal cops, this totally insane criminal justice system that we have in the United States.